In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the tool Hypothes for OER feedback. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the user side of your Pressbook, so kind of the front end. And you're going to go down to the beginning content and probably start at the first page where you can. And in order to see the feedback that has been provided, you will notice that things will be highlighted throughout your book. So that means if it's highlighted that there's a comment. When I look over at the right-hand side, because I have Hypothes enabled, you will see this menu that appears here with a little annotation sidebar arrow, and it also has where we can show highlights or turn them off. And it also says that I can add page notes. Down below, you'll see where there's comments. So on this page, it looks like I have 2 comments. And I can open up the annotation bar and see what those comments are. Or I could close the annotation bar and then click on the highlighted area, and that will take me to the comment. The other thing you can do is click on the number, and that will also take you to the annotation or comment. When you do that, when you go click on the yellow or click on the annotation number, it'll take you to that particular annotation. So you may want to look at all of them. You would have to hit this show all button, and then it's going to show all of the comments for that book. So normally in the OER Design Studio, we'll go through the comments and check to make sure that the grammar and spelling has been fixed. So any comments made with those kind of changes, we will go in and do. And so if we go in and do that, we will make a comment here that that annotation has been handled. So you will see done. So you'll see where it has a reply. If you go into Hypothes and you select the group, so for instance, I'm going to go into the group for this book I'm working on, Strategic PM, you will see that there's a whole list of all the annotations that have been made for the book. It will also show you specifically who made these, so you can click and just filter for the people that made those. If you want to, break it up, you can even click off if you want to see them all. The other thing I want to note is this might make it easy too, because if you see that there's a reply, it's probably perhaps because maybe that has already been dealt with. Maybe not. You might have to double check to make sure, but it might be a quick way to see where the comments maybe have already been addressed. If you go through the list this way, you can see the annotations and context by clicking the link there, and it will take you to where that comment has been made within the book. And then again, you can see whether that comment has been addressed or not. Sometimes it really is easiest just to start at the very beginning of the book and then click through page by page and check to make sure all of the comments have been addressed. You can also use the navigation keys on your keyboard, so the arrows, to go from page to page of your book to make it easier. The one thing that can help is to have 2 windows and perhaps even 2 screens open, and you could have the book open in the edit screen. So you could go to the admin side, and what you could do is find where the comment is and the changes that are required. So for instance, if I go back to a page where there are comments, if a comment needs to be addressed, so for instance, maybe I have to go and, here, I can change the word develop to develop from development. I could go into 4.6 in the book on the edit side and change that word and save it. So it's easy having 2 screens open in order to make those changes. So hopefully this helps show you how to use the Hypothes annotations to incorporate peer and student feedback into your book.